Katana Zero just kind of jumped out at me, just out of nowhere. It was in my recommended on Steam, and I didn't really know how to describe it, and even now since I've played the game through twice, I still can't really explain it. The best I can say is that it's a fast-paced action platformer with a heavy focus on speed and accuracy, but the game also stops and becomes a deep visual novel revolving around very dark themes? It's crazy. Now, indie games that I've played in the past usually tend to put a majority of their focus on one thing, which being the story or the gameplay, and one usually outweighs the other, but Katana Zero mixes the two like a perfect harmony and can appeal to a variety of players in the mechanics of both action and in story. As previously mentioned, Katana Zero is a game of speed, precision, and reaction. The main character, Subject Zero, is as vulnerable as he is deadly. You have the power to defeat enemies with a single strike, deflect bullets, an invincible dodge, scale walls by jumping, and even slow the passage of time to dodge attacks and form a counter-strike. However, if at any point you take a hit, you start right back at the beginning, and you can't leave any survivors. Everyone must be defeated for Zero to progress to the next room. This is a game of mastery. You are going to die over and over and over and over again until you learn how to use Zero's abilities and the environment to their full potential. Along with his skills, Zero can even make his surroundings just as deadly. You can pick up and throw objects to get a quick double kill or stop an unblockable bullet. You can bash open doors to ambush enemies, throw smoke bombs to blind them and get a group kill, Molotovs, remote bombs, cleavers, lamp. All of these things can be your weapons and can even save your attempt at the room. The level design is very simplistic in layout, but complex in its enemy and item placement, and allows the player to take their own approach in gameplay. Do you want to just run through and use your abilities to kill and get through as fast as possible, or take a more slow, patient approach, making sure that every choice you make is optimal? Or you can find a hidden route and pull off a stylish attack. All styles of gameplay are welcome, and that's what makes this game so accessible. However, there will be times when shit hits the fan and you will have to know the difference in styles to get out of it. This game has a very stylish, natural flow, and it's all centered around how Zero moves. When you slice an enemy, you hear that blade cut and blood spurts everywhere, adding that satisfaction of a brutal strike. Light flashes from your body when you dodge or jump, making it seem like a swift ninja. And the slow time mechanic is beautifully implemented with the game's controls, giving the player a sense of what's going on and how to execute their desired actions, so you can do cool stuff like this. So I kind of want to give you guys like a play-by-play of like what happened while of this one bit, because it's actually really cool. So as you can see, I picked up the bottle, threw it at that, slashed that guy while throwing the bottle at the other one to get a quick kill. Went through here, hit the guy and deflected the bullet at the same time, so they both die. Ambushed the guy at the door, and this is actually really cool. I took the smoke bomb. I threw it at the drone, and so as you can see, the smoke bomb hits the drone, clashes into the barrels, and kills those guys off here to the right. And then I'm hidden in the smoke, so the guy doesn't know where I am, and then I drop down and get that last slice. That is how crazy and complex this combat is, and it's awesome. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on the narrative because I believe you should pick up this game and form your own opinion on it. I do want to explain how it differs from other titles and what's unique about it. Just like the gameplay, you decide how fast or slow you want to progress. Every time there's a dialogue interaction, you have the choice to listen and let the plot unfold, or just cut off whoever's speaking and progress forward. Sure, it makes Zero seem like an angry asshole, but for those who just want to keep moving and get straight to the action, it helps, and it's an interesting way to go about the player habit of mashing through dialogue and not paying attention. If you choose to let the plot unfold, you will find that Katana Zero has a lot to digest, and it's very, very dark. I will be real, this game covers some very extreme topics, such as war, racism, murder, mental health, drug abuse, and the morals of humanity. It does not hold back on its use of strong language and violent themes. That's not to say the game is a complete edgy mess. In fact, I actually kind of respect it. There are times when it gives the player a break from the sadness and lightens the mood with cute interactions with Zero's neighbor, the little girl. The bond these two share is as sad as it is cute and lighthearted. And there's also a silly interaction with the desk woman that I'll leave you to discover. Just promise me you won't mash through it, it's really funny. But if you're willing to stomach the dark themes of this game, you will find a deep and gripping plot that will want you to stay until the end. Just be warned, this game does get extreme. Even for its pixel art style, the theme and the context of all the hellish situations that Zero gets into still made my insides churn. But that just shows you how invested I got into the plot of this game. Katana Zero is a gem of a game. Though dark and gritty, the gameplay is absolutely incredible with the amount of freedom the player has to master and use the environment as they choose. The only problem I really have with this game is that it's really short and I just wanted to play more. Supposedly there's DLC coming, but I haven't seen much of it, nor has the developer posted much about it on Twitter. I recommend this game to anyone who likes 2D action games or those looking for a fresh new experience. My official rating for this game is a solid 9 out of 10. Please go and play Katana Zero. You won't regret it.
Your storyline, all decided before the curtain rises. How does it feel to be right? What fate so certain? How can it change nothing if you lie? Has it reached you into stone? Your last written into progress by another. Can you make it your own?
What you gon' do? What you gon' do? Your life plot written by someone but you. What you gon' do? What you gon' do? Just stand up and fight.
You are lucky.